As a part of applications of derivatives, today we are going to learn the topic increasing and decreasing function. అవకలజాలు అనువర్తనాలు చాప్టర్లో ఈరోజు మనం నేర్చుకునబోయే టాపిక్ ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం. అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం అంటే ఏంటిదో తెలుసుకుందాం. So in this chapter, these are the four basic definitions. First one is increasing function, second one is strictly increasing function, third one is decreasing function, fourth one is strictly decreasing function. మనకి ఈ చాప్టర్లో ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం అంటే ఏంటిదో, శుద్ధ ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం, అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం, శుద్ధ అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం అంటే ఏంటిదో తెలుసుకున్న తర్వాత మనం ప్రాబ్లం చేస్తాం. ఇక్కడ ఫస్ట్ వన్ increasing function. See the definition. Increasing function, ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం. See the definition. A function is increasing when the y values increases as the x values increases. x విలువలు పెరిగినా కొద్దీ y విలువలు కనుక పెరిగితే ఈ ప్రమేయాన్ని ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం అని అంటాం. సో సీ ద గ్రాఫ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఫంక్షన్. ఇక్కడ x విలువలు పెరిగినా కొద్దీ ఇక్కడ y విలువలు ఏమవుతున్నాయి, పెరుగుతున్నాయి. సో this is alternative definition. See this definition also. If we function on an interval I, then f is said to be an increasing function on I if x1 less than x2, that implies f of x1 less than or equals to f of x2 for all x1 comma x2. x1 less than x2 అయినప్పుడు మనం f of x1 less than or equals to f of x2 అని నిరూపించగలిగితే ఈ ప్రమేయం ఏమవుతుందంటే ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం అవుతుంది. See the next definition, strictly increasing, శుద్ధ ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం. See the definition here. Same, if be a function on interval I, then f is said to be an strictly increasing function on I if x1 less than x2, that implies f of x1 less than f of x2 for all x1 comma x2. సో ఇంతకుముందు నిర్వచనానికి ఇక్కడ డిఫరెన్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ అక్కడనేమో లెస్ దాన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్స్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ మాత్రం ఓన్లీ లెస్ దాన్ మాత్రమే ఉంది. సి గ్రాఫ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఫంక్షన్, సో ఇది స్ట్రిక్ట్లీ గోస్ ఆన్ ఇంక్రీజింగ్. ఎక్కడ సమానం లేవు, హియర్ నోవేర్ టూ కాన్సిక్యూటివ్ y టర్మ్స్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ హియర్. సో see this example, y is equal to x plus 2 here. This is the graph of that function. So observe here, x values are goes on increasing here. We are observing y values also here goes on increasing. y విలువలు కూడా పెరుగుతున్నాయి కాబట్టి this function is called strictly increasing function, శుద్ధ ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం అని అంటారు. Now see the next definition, అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం, decreasing function. See this definition, a function is decreasing when the y values decreases as the x values increases. x విలువలు పెరిగిన కొద్దీ y విలువలు కనుక తగ్గితే ఈ ప్రమేయాన్ని మనం అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం అంటాం. See the graph of this function again. See your x values are goes on increasing, then y values are goes on decreasing. So here also there may be a chance of two or more consecutive y values may be same here. So this is the alternative definition. F is function on defined on interval I, then f is said to be a decreasing function on I if x1 greater than x2, that implies f of x1 less than or equals to f of x2 for all x1 comma x2. సో x1 x2 విలువలు పెరిగిన కొద్దీ y విలువలు ఇక్కడ తగ్గుతున్నాయి. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద డెఫినేషన్. నౌ నెక్స్ట్ డెఫినేషన్ ఈజ్ స్ట్రిక్ట్లీ డిక్రీజింగ్ ఫంక్షన్ శుద్ధ అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా see the definition again. F is said to be strictly decreasing function on I if x1 less than x2. That implies f of x1 greater than f of x2 for all x1 comma x2. x విలువలు పెరిగినా కొద్దీ y విలువలు కనుక తగ్గితే దీన్ని ఏమంటామంటే శుద్ధ అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం అంటాం. See the example for this problem also. This is the graph of y is equal to minus 2x plus 3. Here, see here, the values of x are goes on increasing, but see the y values are goes on decreasing. Now, see next definition. Strictly monotonic శుద్ధ ఏకాదిష్ట ప్రమేయం అంటే ఏంటిదో తెలుసుకుందాం. Let f be a real function defined on an interval I, then f is said to be strictly monotonic on I if it is either strictly increasing on I or it is strictly decreasing on I. ఒక ప్రమేయం ఒక అంతరంలో శుద్ధ ఆరోహణం కానీ శుద్ధ అవరోహణం కానీ అయితే ఆ ప్రమేయాన్ని శుద్ధ ఏకాదిష్ట ప్రమేయం అని అంటాం. Now this is the important concept. See, this is the curve from this interval from up to this part. The curve is increasing. On this part, you draw any tangent. This tangent makes an angle, obtuse angle with the positive direction of x-axis. If I extend this tangent, then this makes obtuse angle with the positive direction of x-axis. So tan of obtuse angle is always greater than 0. When theta is obtuse, theta అనేది లఘు కోణం అయితే tan theta విలువ ఎప్పటికీ ధనాత్మకంగా ఉంటుంది. Similarly, the curve is goes on decreasing from this place to this place. ఇక్కడ నుంచి వక్రం అనేది అవరోహణం అవుతుంది. So on this part, at any point if you draw the tangent, that tangent makes obtuse angle with the positive direction of x-axis. So obtuse angle tan of, if I am taking this is beta, tan of beta values, since beta is obtuse, that is always less than 0. So this tan theta represents slope of the tangent. Here also slope means, slope means again derivative concept, that is f dash x. So if f dash x greater than 0, then we say the function is increasing. When f dash x less than 0, the function is decreasing function. So based on this concept, we are going to solve the problems. So ఇక్కడ చూడండి, వక్రం అనేది ఈ ప్రాంతంలో ఆరోహణమైంది. సో ఈ ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం ఈ పార్ట్లో ఏ బిందువు వద్దనైనా స్పర్శరేఖను కనుక గీస్తే ఆ స్పర్శరేఖ x అక్షంతో ఒక లఘు కోణం చేస్తుంది. సో tan ఆఫ్ లఘు కోణం అనేది ఎప్పటికీ ధనాత్మకం. సో tan theta అనేది వక్రం యొక్క స్పర్శరేఖ యొక్క వాలును తెలియజేస్తుంది. f dash x గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 అయితే ఆ ప్రమేయం అనేది ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం అవుతుంది. అట్లాగే ఈ వక్రం ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం తగ్గుకుంటూ వస్తుంది. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా స్పర్శరేఖను గీసినట్లయితే ఆ స్పర్శరేఖ x అక్షంతో గురుకోణం చేస్తుంది. tan ఆఫ్ గురుకోణం అనేది ఎప్పటికీ లెస్ దాన్ 0. సో tan అనేది వక్రం యొక్క వాలును తెలియజేస్తుంది కాబట్టి f dash x అనేది less than 0 అయినప్పుడు వక్రం అవరోహణం అవుతుంది. So here based on this concept, this is the theorem. See the theorem statement here. Let f of x be a real function defined on one of the intervals here, but it should be continuous and differentiable on open interval a comma b. Then first statement, f dash x greater than 0 in this interval, then f is strictly increasing. If f dash x less than 0, then the function is strictly decreasing. Then f dash x greater than or equals to 0, then function is increasing function. When f dash x less than or equals to 0, then f is decreasing function. f అనే ప్రమేయం ఈ క్రింది అంతరంలో నిర్వచింపబడ్డ ప్రమేయం, కానీ ఇది అవిచ్ఛిన్నం అవకలనీయం అనేది ఓపెన్ ఇంటర్వల్ a bలో అయినప్పుడు f dash x అనేది గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 అయితే f అనేది శుద్ధ ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం, f dash x less than 0 అయితే f అనేది శుద్ధ అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం అవుతుంది. f dash x greater than or equals to 0 అయితే ప్రమేయం ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం అవుతుంది. f dash x less than or equals to 0 అయితే ప్రమేయం అవరోహణ ప్రమేయం అవుతుంది. This is the important theorem. Based on this theorem only we are going to solve the problem. So this is the theory part. Now see some problems here. Now based on this theorem, let us solve some problems here. So this is the first problem. Without using the derivative, show that f of x is equal to 3x plus 7 is strictly increasing on R. అవకలనం ఉపయోగించకుండా ఈ ప్రమేయాన్ని శుద్ధ ఆరోహణ ప్రమేయం అని చూపెట్టారు. So for this we know the definition. When x1 less than x2, if we are able to prove f of x1 less than f of x2, then that function is strictly increasing. That we have discussed already. So for that, see what I am doing is, I am considering this relation x1 less than x2. From that, if I am able to prove this result, then my task is completed here. So to get this function, multiply both sides with 3 here. 3x1 less than 3x2, and to get plus 7 here, add 7 both sides. 3x1 plus 7 less than 3x2 plus 7. Now using this function concept, this can be written as f of x1 less than this is f of x2. So this is satisfied, means the given function is strictly increasing. This is the problem, first problem. Now see the second problem here. Without using the derivative, show that f of x is equal to 5 minus 7x is strictly decreasing. అవకలనం ఉపయోగించకుండా ఈ ప్రమేయం అనేది శుద్ధ అవరోహణం అని చూపెట్టాలి. So this is the definition again. So again, using this concept, x1 less than x2 means consider that relation here, x1 less than x2 here. So here minus 7x is there. To get the term, multiply both sides with minus 7. So minus 7x1 less than becomes greater than, when we are multiplying both sides minus symbol, where less than becomes greater than becomes less than. Again 5 is there. To add 5 both sides, 5 minus 7x1 greater than 5 minus 7x2, and according to the notation, this is f of x1 and this is f of x2. So we have considered this and we have proved this. Therefore, given function is strictly decreasing. Our duty is completed here. This is the second problem. Now see this problem. Show that the function f of x is equal to sin x defined on R is neither increasing or nor decreasing on 0, pi. So for this I am using derivative concept here. So given function is f of x. For increasing or decreasing, find out f dash x. For that I am writing differentiate both sides with respect to x. So what happens? D of dx of f of x is equal to derivative of sin x. So this is f dash x. F dash x is equal to cos x. Now first, in this interval, see here, this is the graph of cos x here. This is 0, pi by 2, this is pi. So cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0, and cos pi is 0. So observe, f dash x greater than 0 means cos x greater than 0 in this interval 0, pi by 2. Again, f dash x less than 0 means cos x less than 0 in pi by 2, pi. So the function is decreasing in some interval and increasing some interval. Therefore, we can easily conclude the sin x is neither increasing nor decreasing in this one interval. So if you see the graph of sin x there, so you can from 0 to pi by 2 the function is increasing function పెరుగుతూ పోతుంది చూడండి ఇక్కడ pi by 2 నుంచి pi the function is goes on decreasing. But if I restrict the interval in between 0 to pi, instead of 0, pi, 0, pi by 2 అని కనిపిస్తే we can say that function is strictly increasing. If the interval is given pi by 2 to pi, then we can say the function is strictly decreasing. So next problem. So this is the problem. Find the interval on which f of x is strictly increasing or decreasing. So again, what is given here? F of x is equal to given x square plus 2x minus 5. For increasing or decreasing, we have to find f dash x. For that I am saying differentiate both sides with respect to x. So derivative of f of x is f dash x. Directly I am writing here. Derivative of x square 2x plus 2 constant. Derivative of x is 1. 2 into 1 means 2. I am writing for increasing function f dash x must be equals to 0. For increasing, using the concept f dash x must be greater than 0. 2x plus 2 must be greater than 0. 2x is greater than minus 2. X greater than minus 1. Similarly, for decreasing function, f dash x must be less than 0. So from that I can get x is less than minus 1. So our answer is function is increasing when x is greater than minus 1, or this can be written as minus 1 comma infinity. The function is decreasing when this interval means minus infinity comma minus 1. So this is the answer. See the graph of this function also here. This is the graph of this function. So this is parabola. So this is x is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 comma infinity. Minus 1 comma infinity అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి to right side లో the function is increasing. This is decreasing in minus infinity comma minus 1. Minus infinity నుంచి minus 1 కు decrease అవ్వకుంటూ వస్తుంది. Now see the next problem. Find the interval on which f of x is equal to root 25 minus 4x square is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. So first find out where this function is defined. First problem, root 25 minus x square. Root 25 minus 4x square. When this function is defined. So first to find out that one. We know in functions root f of x is defined when f of x is greater than or equals to 0. That means 25 minus 4x square should be greater than or equals to 0. Or I can say if I take minus common, 4x square minus 25 less than or equals to 0. From this I can write x square minus, this is 5 by 2 whole square less than or equals to 0. This is x minus 5 by 2 and x plus 5 by 2 less than or equals to 0. So solution of this function is x belongs to minus 5 by 2 comma 5 by 2. I am not going in depth. This concept is already you have studied in functions topic. Now for increasing or decreasing, you know the procedure. For increasing or decreasing, what we have to do? We have to find f dash x. So f dash x means differentiate this function with respect to x both sides. First root derivative is 1 by 2 root 25 minus 4x square into derivative of 25 minus 4x square. So this you will get this function as it is. Derivative of 25 is 0 minus 4 constant, x square derivative is 2x. 2 1 ja 2 2 ja. Now what I got here? Overall minus 2x divided by root of 25 minus 4x square. Now first see the graph of this function. 25 minus 4x square represents semicircle here, root 25 minus 4x square. The function is defined minus 5 by 2 comma 5 by 2, this one. Minus 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2 నుంచి plus 5 by 2 వరకు నిర్వచింపబడ్డ ప్రమేయం. Now see here, for increasing f dash x should be greater than 0 means minus 2x divided by root 25 minus 4x square should be greater than 0. This goes to 0 and something becomes 0. Minus 2 goes to that side also. This implies I can say x is less than 0. So x is less than 0 means this part. So total values I should not take. Why? Here the function is defined up to here only. Means I can write here the union of total and the red color part. How much required area is union of these two intervals. So first one is when x belongs to minus 5 by 2. If x belongs to minus 5 by 2, this is plus 5 by 2. X is the function is defined in this interval only, but our answer is when x is less than 0. X is less than 0 means this one total. So union of these two values, that is minus 5 by 2 comma 0. In this interval the function is increasing. So this is the first part. To get second part for decreasing, so for decreasing our condition is f dash x should be less than 0 minus 2x divided by root of 25 minus 4x square should be less than 0. From this I will get x should be greater than 0. So again x should be greater than 0 means this total area I have to take. The common area is 0 comma 5 by 2. So in this interval the function is decreases. This is the problem. డయాగ్రామ్ ప్రకారం చూడండి ఈ అంతరం నుంచి ప్రమేయం అనేది పెరుక్కుంటూ పోతుంది, మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేకల్లా తగ్గుకుంటూ పోతుంది. సో నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం, show that this relation x by 1 plus x square less than tan inverse x less than x for all x greater than or greater than 0 condition is given. So to show this result, first consider, I am considering one function here, that is x by 1 plus x square minus tan inverse x. Take this as function f of x. F of x is equal to difference of these two I have considered. To find out f dash x value here. F dash x means differentiate this function with respect to x. This is u by v method. Using u by v formula, 1 plus x square denominator as it is into derivative of x, that is 1 minus x as it is derivative of this function. Derivative of 1 is 0, x square derivative is plus 2x divided by denominator whole square, 1 plus x square whole square minus tan inverse x derivative 1 by 1 plus x square. So in this I can take 1 by 1 plus x square common, remaining terms 1 plus x square this one, minus x into plus 2x means minus 2x square divided by 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square common, minus 1 this one. Now this can be written as 1 by 1 plus x square Here I can take LCM 1 plus x square here. Here I got 1 minus x square minus, on LCM if I take, this is minus 1 minus x square. So plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. Overall I got f dash x is equal to minus x square means minus 2x square divided by, this is 1 plus x square whole square. Now observe, x square is positive, 1 plus x square whole square is positive. This is overall, I will get minus less than 0. Since that is negative quantity, that is less than 0, this implies I can say f of x is decreasing function. That means x by 1 plus x square minus tan inverse x is less than 0. From this I can write x by 1 plus x square less than tan inverse x. So this is number 1 relation. Again, to show this result, consider tan inverse x minus x. That is, this is denoted by g of x. Again, find out g dash x. Derivative of this function is 1 by 1 plus x square minus x derivative is minus 1. Again, LCM 1 plus x square. This is 1 minus x square plus 1 minus cancels. This is minus x square by 1 plus x square. When this total quantity is positive, positive into negative is negative. Negative means less than 0. This is g dash x. This implies I can say g of x is decreasing function. So that implies tan inverse x minus x is less than 0. I can write from this tan inverse x less than x. This is second relation. From 1 and 2, I can conclude this result. But that's the result, x by 1 plus x square less than tan inverse x less than x from 1 and 2. This is our problem. Now next one is, at what point the slopes of the tangent to the curves or increases. Slope means m is equal to, we know the formula, dy by dx. So differentiate this function with respect to x. Here 1 by 6 constant x cube derivative, 3x square minus 3 by 2 is constant x square derivative is 2x plus 11 by 2 x derivative is 1 plus constant derivative 0. I got m value as x square by 2 minus 3x plus 11 by 2. 3 1 the 3 2 the 2 gets cancelled. Now this function I got. Now where the slope increases means for increasing, decreasing, for increasing and decreasing, we have to find dm by dx. Again differentiate this with respect to x. 1 by 2 is constant, x square derivative 2x. This is minus 3 a constant, x derivative is 1, derivative of constant is 0. So again 2 gets cancelled. So we got the function here x minus 3 dm by dx. Now for increasing function, we know f dash x should be greater than 0. That means x minus 3 should be greater than 0, means x greater than 3. Means our answer is 3 comma infinity. Similarly, for decreasing, f dash x should be less than 0, x minus 3 should be less than 0, x less than 3. So for the function, the slope is decreasing in minus infinity comma 3. This is the problem. Now this is the problem. Only this part is asked. So extra part also we have done here. Now see the next problem here. Find the intervals in which the function f of x is equal to sin power 4x plus cos power 4x. X belongs to this interval is increasing and decreasing. So again, what is given here? F of x is given sin power 4x plus cos power 4x. You know, for increasing or decreasing, f dash x we have to find out. So that's why I differentiate this function with respect to x both sides. F dash x is equal to, first power is there, power derivative 4 into sin x 4 to the power of 4 minus 1, 3 into derivative of sin x. Similarly here also 4 into cos x 4 to the power of 4 minus 1, 3 into derivative of cos x. So this is 4 sin cube x, derivative of sin x is cos x, plus 4 cos cube x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So here I am taking minus 4 common, sin x common, cos x common. So I am taking sin x cos x common, here I will get cos square x minus, in this one I am getting sin square x. Now this is cos 2x formula. Again this can be written as 2 into 2 sin x cos x, and this is cos 2x, we know the formula. Again 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x, this is cos 2x. Again 2 sin 2x cos 2x is minus sin of 4x. So this is a differentiation. Now I got minus sin 4x. F dash x value I got this as minus sin 4x. Now if the sin 4x is 0, you know 4x is equal to 10 pi, x is equal to 10 pi by 4, n is equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. etc. Now see the graph of this function. when n is equal to 0, I am getting x is equal to 0. When n is equal to 1, pi by 4. When n is equal to 2 pi by 4 means I will get pi by 2. So question is asked in 0 comma pi by 2. So up to 0 to comma pi by 2 only you have to consider here. This is 0, this is pi by 4, this is pi by 2. So in between 0 and pi by 4. 0 45 మధ్యన take 30 degrees, pi by 6. So what is sin? Here find out f dash x, f dash pi by 6 value. So minus sin of 4 into pi by 6. 2 2 ja, 2 3 ja. Now this is minus sin of 2 pi by 3 means pi minus pi by 3. Now you know sin of 180 minus theta belongs to second quadrant. Second law sin is positive, I will get simply sin pi by 3 minus sin 60 means root 3 by 2. Now this is less than this. Means 0 comma in 0 comma pi by 4 the function is decreasing function. Okay. Then if you take a value between 45 to 90, 45 to 90 means I can take 60 degrees, that is pi by 3. Now find out f dash pi by 3 value, that is minus sin 4 into pi by 3. This can be written as minus sin pi plus pi by 3. This is minus as it is. This is third quadrant. Third quadrant sin is negative. So 180 pi of sin of pi plus pi by 3, I will get sin of pi by 3. So this is plus root 3 by 2, which is greater than 0. Now using this observation, I can say f of x is increasing. ఎక్కడ చెప్పండి, ఎక్కడ in this when, so this is f dash pi by 3 is greater than 0 means in this interval the function is increasing. In pi by 4 comma pi by 2. Again f of x is decreasing in 0 comma pi by 4. So this is the question.